What if the most sacred institution in Mormonism is quietly being rewritten right now? Not in the future, not someday, but this week, this month, right under the nose of millions of members who have no idea it is happening. And what if one of the most senior women in the entire Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints just dropped a hint so significant that it changes everything we thought we knew about where this church is heading? Stay with me, do not click away, because in the next 8 minutes, I am going to walk you through something that is sending shockwaves through LDS communities from Salt Lake City all the way to London, Berlin, and Stockholm. And right before we dive in, if you are new to this channel, hit that subscribe button right now on History Unmasked, because we cover the stories that most people are either too afraid or too uninformed to tell. Welcome, let us get into it. For decades, the LDS Temple Endowment Ceremony has been treated as something untouchable, unchangeable, sacred, to the point where members are instructed not to discuss the specific content publicly. Most active members have accepted what they experience inside those walls as eternal, fixed, divine. But history tells a completely different story, and that history is now colliding with the present in a way that is impossible to ignore. Let me ask you something directly before we go further. Did you know that the temple ceremony has already been changed multiple times in its history? In 1990, significant portions of the endowment were quietly removed, including elements that many members found deeply disturbing. In 2019, further adjustments were made, particularly around the role of women in the ceremony. And now, confirmed reports and insider signals are pointing to another wave of changes that are either already rolling out or sitting on the edge of implementation. Drop a comment below right now. Did you know the temple ceremony had been changed before? Yes or no? I genuinely want to know what our History Unmasked community thinks. Now here is where this story takes a turn that nobody in mainstream LDS media is talking about clearly enough. Sister Yee, a general officer of the Relief Society and one of the most visible female voices in current church leadership, recently made a statement that on the surface sounds routine and faith-affirming. She said, and I want you to hear this carefully, that the recent adjustments to temple worship represent something important, and that this is just the beginning. For words, just the beginning. Now, in any other context, that phrase might sound like simple optimism. But when a senior church leader uses those words in direct reference to temple changes, that is not a throwaway line. That is a signal. That is a door being opened just wide enough for people paying close attention to see the light coming through the other side. So what exactly is changing? Let us talk about what has been confirmed and what is being discussed in informed LDS circles right now. First, the presentation format of the endowment ceremony itself has been under review. Multiple sources, including discussions among returned missionaries and temple workers in the United Kingdom and across Scandinavia, point to ongoing adjustments in how the ceremony is experienced, particularly for newer members who often describe feeling unprepared for what they encounter on their first visit. The gap between what investigators are taught during the conversion process and what they experience inside the temple has long been a quiet crisis that church leadership knows about and is now actively trying to address. Second, the role and language surrounding women in the ceremony continues to evolve. The 2019 changes were significant, but clearly not the final word. Sources close to the conversation suggest that the covenants women make and the specific ceremonial language used in relation to their husbands is still under active theological discussion at the highest levels of church administration. Third, and this is the detail that I think is most fascinating, the global rollout of new temple designs, smaller temples, more accessible temples being built in places like West Africa, Southeast Asia, and yes, across Europe, is not just a logistical expansion. It is also creating pressure to adapt ceremonial content for cultural contexts that are very different from the pioneer, Utah world in which the modern endowment was shaped. When you build a temple in rural Ghana or in a mid-sized city in Poland, the assumptions baked into the ceremony from the 19th century do not always translate cleanly, and church leadership knows that. Here is my question for you, and I want you to answer this one in the comments because this is important. Do you think the church should adapt the temple ceremony more aggressively to meet the needs of a global membership? Or do you believe that changing sacred ordinances undermines the very authority the church claims to hold? This is not a trick question. There is no wrong answer here, but I want to hear from our European audience especially. because you are living this tension in a unique way. Now back to Sister Yee and those 4 words. Just the beginning. When you place that statement alongside everything else we have just walked through, a pattern emerges. This is not a church that is simply maintaining tradition. This is a church that is actively, deliberately, and at times nervously navigating a transformation that its own leadership seems to understand is necessary for survival. In the modern world, the question is not whether change is coming. The question is how deep it goes, how fast it moves, and whether the membership at large is being brought along honestly, or whether they are simply being presented with completed decisions and asked to sustain them after the fact. And that distinction matters enormously, because for the thousands of members across Europe who have already been through a faith crisis, who have already sat with the dissonance between the church they were taught to love and the history they discovered on their own, more changes to the temple do not automatically restore trust. In fact, for many of them, each new adjustment raises the same question louder. If this was the eternal, restored gospel of Jesus Christ, why does it keep needing to be fixed? That is the question that nobody at the pulpit is answering directly. And it is the question that History Unmasked is going to keep asking, week after week, with honesty, with respect, and without flinching. Let me ask you one final thing before I close this video. Do you believe the church is changing the temple ceremony because of genuine spiritual revelation, or because of external cultural and institutional pressure? Put your answer in the comments right now. I read every single one, and I want to have this conversation with you directly. If this video gave you something to think about, please share it with someone who is asking these same questions quietly and alone. They need a community, they need a conversation, and they need a channel like History Unmasked to tell them that their questions are valid. Hit that subscribe button right now if you have not already done so. Turn on the bell notification so you never miss a video. We release new content every single week that goes deeper and goes more honestly than anywhere else you will find on this topic. The temple is changing. Sister Yee says this is just the beginning, and History Unmasked will be here for every single step of what comes next. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one.